people from YouTube for not too distant future, and for the present from Twitch and YouTube live now. We are working on Dalaran, and today we have some important dossier we need to resolve. First one is rocks, second one is Dalaran bridges, and third one is the gate. Now actually, I will say we solve the gate first, and then the bridge, and then we add rocks to have some fun, rock and roll. So about the gate, there is no specific Dalaran gate that I am aware of. So if I go here and the gate, we have like dungeon gate, normal gate, iron gate, which is completely wrong. Like this can be the gate. Now, the problem with a gate such as this is the size. How can I deal with this? So let's try to have some fun. We can make a special gate for Dalaran, but we need to do it. I need to find some kind of sides first. Like, so you want to be able to destroy this gate to enter the city, right? So it has to be some kind of destructible. And so it has to be based off a gate. Now we can make a gate removing these parts and adding like something here, which is like something longer, but I need to see the dimensions. So this is iron gate or just gate. This is the gate, just gate horizontal. So gate. Okay, that's just gate. You are the just gate horizontal. So if I scale it up like max 10, so let's see the size. You can immediately see the problem. Okay, so this is a bit too large. We cannot do this as large. I will probably go to something like this size here. And this means that we need to add additional towers of smaller scale. I'm now thinking. I was thinking. Yeah, there is a problem with this. Problem is that I made this too large. I was like, yeah, let's make it large. It's good to be large. And then, of course. Okay, so let's make it in multiple fashion. We can create one first. Oh yeah, I understand. See if I can create something cool. I don't have a custom model for Dalaran gate yet. The problem is that no matter if I remove what is at the sides, I still need to use the animation of the default gate, okay? Okay, we need to put a building here somehow. No, it will not really feel like a gate. We need to add some buildings here, I guess. Okay, now it's done correctly. Yeah, stuff in here. Is this at the middle? I guess it isn't. We can make it at the middle. Oh yeah, it's only one, so it's fine. Yeah. Let me do this. Here we are. Okay. And I need to move this. Sadly. Okay. It is centered. Yeah, some doubts it's centered. It's centered now. Yes, now it's centered. Okay, it needs to be wider. So since it needs to be wider, we can play with this here. We're doing something like that. Now we have some kind of a game around this. These be larger up to here. Is this working fine? Yes, it is centered. Is the one below that's not centered, maybe? Yes, exactly. The problem is down below. Okay, now I think it's correct. Not really. Can you be less dumb? Game. Love you, game. Ah, I cannot because there is this stupid ass shit around. Okay. You see the gate. How much does it cost? Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, one more here. Center. Okay, and I don't really like the fact that this comes up to this. So okay. To create something like this. Hello, let's go on. Greetings. You're not late at all. Yeah, Mr. I mean, if it's needed, it is needed. There's no way around it. It's how things are. Okay, and then we move this shit around here. Now, the only issue is that we have less space to move our units, but I guess we can live with it. Maybe I can even make it a little bit bigger on the side. Something like this. Okay. Shall we want to remove this? And then we need to place these buildings around. At this point, basically, the only thing that I need is a reskin of the default gate, and everything else is going to be taken care of automatically. I wonder if I will do with different towers. Something a bit more interesting. Like this kind of stuff, but I guess I can't not do this. Yeah, they are opened. Hallo Alarm! Is there any other tower I can use? Like this huge tower. I think I need to use the big towers. I need to use this. No way around it. I hate this. Okay. This is how it looks. The only problem is that this wall is not going to look good here. What if I put it here? And I don't rescale? This is the only issue, I guess. It can still work. Make it look cool. Like Queen Other Towers, I guess. I like this one. Can probably use something like this after it. Here and here. Kel-Thuzad would be here. Wait, this seems to be quite correct. I'm liking this. And now we have made the gate fans very happy. Happy gate fans. You will need other buildings in this area to make sense. So probably make a smaller version of this around this here. That really help. Move it up. We have another tower and we do the same thing here. Create some kind of Thank you, Mascara Orion. Yeah, the gate door need to be remade. But now I can just reskin the default gate and we fill all animations. We can keep all the animations. This was the goal, okay? Keeping the animations. Now we can. We have this coming down and it feels nice. Thank you very much to you and all the community from Brazil. Okay, so we made the entrance gate. It's time to do this shit here. So, yeah, Dalaran Bridge, say goodbye. Time to make Dalaran Bridge. So now I think Dalaran Bridge should be made something like the more out we go, the smaller it becomes. So it should be in cinematic, I think. Okay. This can be the center. This can probably be the side. Okay. Stone arc. Ah, yeah, of course. Yeah, I understand. Okay. We now have some kind of bridge. I think we can make it a little bit smaller now, since we have a smaller gate overall. So here we go. This makes sense. Size, as far as size go. So this is the outskirts of it. There's another one here. Let me see how it is look. How this looks. The animation seems to loop when you place them, so that is the case. I'll probably cut this and do this. Cut all of this. Actually, no, this is fine. Okay. Pum. 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 Here we are. I think now it looks better as a bridge. Let's see how this looks in game. Here we go. Now we make it too. Oh yes, doom 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 doom. I think this is pretty awesome looking. And this is the entrance to the gate, like in Classic. We are respecting Classic. I can add a couple tower, one here probably. I think this is finally a good effect, not over the top, and the fact that it propagates further. Yeah, I want to make other bridges now in the city, but first I want to design the Kel-Thuzad, and then when also Kel-Thuzad bridge is designed, we can reuse the invisible platform, and I will then work on adding additional rocks to flesh out the outskirts here. So we need some plants. These trees need all to be changed, retextured somehow, because this is not the right file. But we should file a bug report. I will try to do so to Blizzard because they have wrongly added this file. This is not the correct file, so this needs to be addressed. Okay. I like the fact that we have a lot of FPS. Like there is nothing going on, but graphic-wise, FPS is high. Around 200 FPS. This is not bad. And I have a very high zoom. Like I have not a small zoom. This is the high zoom. In reality, the map should look like this, more or less. Maybe like this. This should be the zoom, more or less, the real one. So. And then, of course, it's going to be blocked. So many things. Okay. Yeah, I like it. So. So. Yes. Time to see the Kel-Thuzad bridge. So you told me there was an actual bridge, which was a fourth bridge. Fourth. I think it was in dungeon. Yes, fourth bridge, vertical. Now the problem with the fourth bridge is that it has its own pathing map. I don't want this, so I'm going to make a I'm going to keep the destructible, but I'm going to remove the pathing map. So fourth bridge, vertical. This is going to be not walkable. Well, we can make it walkable. It's going to be walkable, and it's going to have no pathing texture. Whatever. So of course it's not going to do anything. Cliff 8-2. Don't care. What I want to do for this bridge is to reduce its Z size. Can I do this? I think I cannot. I need to use a different... Yeah, I cannot do this. Okay, yeah. With this model file, with something else. So I have a shit ton of stuff here, so we can just copy something that we have. The Dalaran Kel bridge. Okay. Going to be Dalaran. Dalaran bridge Kel-Thuzad. All tiles said no padding texture. Looping sound. Maybe there could be a looping sound in this, right? What do you want me to make it purple? The bridge, I don't know if I can make purple the Brilliant Aura. It's a popcorn FX. Blue, it's fine. I mean, it's not the most important thing ever. Try with Crystal Shield Loop. Maybe it is fine. And then just the wrong one. Oh yeah. What I need to do is not structures, but we go to schematic. Reach Kel-Thuzad. Up to 0, okay. And then we make it flat. No, it's flat. In editor, this is not visible underwater. Right, so let's see how this looks. And let's put a unit walking on it, maybe. I mean, this feels fine. For Kel-Thuzad Bridge Magic. We make it here. Perfect. Let's see how it works.
My patience has ended. At last. Let battle be joy. Yeah.
I need to bring up a little bit
As you order.
the visible platforms. Invisible platforms. See? But now I'm going to hide the circle. I'm going to hide the circle. So now there is only Kel-Thuzad bridge.
My patience has ended. At last. Let battle be joy.
I think we can bring them up a little bit. Doesn't see much difference now.
As you order.
The color of this bridge into purple. Yeah, I guess we can. I need to take it first. I need to take this invisible platforms and go up. Up above the burning sky. We wanted purple. I don't know if I can. Like the shader is also always going to be like this. This is the closest I can get to purple. If I reduce this, I can get it greener, which is probably more fitting for the Scourge. The shader still looks a bit like this. Yes, the problem is the shader though. This fourth shader has this effect. I don't know if it's worth the hassle, but let me try. But by the way, one is having me drink, I will drink myself. I have cook this time around. Please, coming to the rescue. We need to see how it looks in game.
My patience has ended. At last.
I'm not really sure. I think a bit bluer could be nicer. Too green.
For the Lich King. As you order. At last.
I don't like this thing here, I need to fix this.
For the Lich King.
I think 2 more blue. The gate. Evening, the San Marcos, welcome.
As you order. Let battle be joined.
Yeah, I agree, it's a bit too much. Let's reset it to default. Let's try to see if we can make it 0 red. I want to make it a bit less colored. Also, we have a problem here with this terrain. We need to make it this flat, basically. Yeah, let's see. I think I can do this more. Let me try again. The original blue. It's only out green because of the shader. It's a translucent shader, okay? Yeah, it's blocked because of the vision.
My patience has ended. At last.
Okay, so now it seems that this part is a bit weird. When we transition from the... I need to make the Invis platform 1.
As you order. At last.
Yeah, it's where there is the invisible platform here. Need to make them lower.
For the Lich King.
But beside this, it seems to work.
As you order.
Yeah, the problem is that with the color, it's just with the color. It's the shader.
At last.
It's very strong, this shader. Maybe it is the emissive. I need to check the model. Let me fix the invisible platform first. Maybe it has emissive. Okay, so it has emissive. What is the name of the model? The reinforced bridge. Dodot terrain. Fourth bridge. DEF. Fourth bridge large. It's this one. The problem is the emissive, I guess. Like if I do this. Terrain. Do dodge terrain for. Okay. Yeah, the problem is this one, I guess. It has too many texture for with the emissive, you see. We can change the color of the emissive or the intensity of the emissive. Like, I recolor the diffuse, but not the emissive. Center glow, all of this stuff. We can probably change this. I will have someone change this to make this a bit less obnoxious in the eye. Let's see if I made the invisible platform correctly now. I'm not sure about the green, honestly. I think desaturated blue could be nice. Because I like the idea of showing the pilot using arcane and also frost, so a bit of glow, but not so much. It's a bit too much. Let's see if this works. No.
At last.
I think it's floating, right? To make them lower. I'm making this invisible platform because I cannot preview them in the editor. Fell? I don't think so. Why fell?
My patience has ended. At last. Let battle be joined. Yeah.
It seems correct from a hate standpoint.
King. As you order. At last. Yeah. For the Lich King. As you order. Let battle be joined. At last. Let battle
Okay. I guess the problem is this. We should make them all the same height of this. D, counter water, counter P. Okay. Let me try again with an invisible platform on the ground to see what happens. It's too high. Only one bridge changing its lane to make double size. Possible.
My patience has ended. At last. Let battle be joined. Yeah.
Where is it? It was here.
For the Lich King.
It works perfectly, so I guess I need more of them. Need to have more of them. Because they're all on the same level now. Probably because I've not done them near enough. Okay, so now it should work. Hopefully. We can do the same thing here, I guess. I try to not use many invisible platforms because they are very expensive. Performance-wise, okay? So this is why. You say one bridge only. One bridge only, you mean like doubling this? No, wrong one. Okay, this is it. But breach! Fuck breach!
My patience has ended.
Perfect, now it works.
At last.
I guess also here, yes, perfect.
Let
Yes, just a bit, like, very missive.
For the Lich King.
Yeah, when I'm here, I cannot see here. So fun. I really like this. I can even slow down the effect. Like, this effect's a bit too fast, I think. this force field. We need to reduce the emissive and make it slow down. Make it like some kind of bluish, purplish, but not so strong. And then it works. So now I want to see the same effect now. I really like this. It's working on it. Yeah. This is nice. Kel-Thuzad creates it. Whoa, let's do it. Okay, now I will hide this one and show the Dalaran bridge. So this is going to be with a hay in the end, and this is going to be brought back to brilliance. So we see it. Be less strong in the eyes now. And so we test this too. See how it feels. If it's too low. Yeah. Otherwise it would not have been worth it. Yeah, it's a bit too much. Like, they went overboard with the emissive with that one.
My patience has ended.
I dislike the fact that it is effect behind, but I mean, there's nothing to be done about this. Yeah, this is looking cool.
As you order. At last.
Doom 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 doom.
Yeah.
So this way I don't even have to kill the invisible platforms. I can just keep them in and change the model and play the animations and whatever. So we create the bridge. Like Kel-Thuzad is comes in handy when you need a bridge. Okay, so now I want to propagate this amazing thing all throughout Dalaran whenever we have bridges. Oh, I already did this with invisible platforms. I guess this is very bad actually. It's very badly done. So we do this. No, we don't preserve it. Hey there. Okay. We don't preserve it. We do this. We do that. We move inside this, but we need one more, it seems, or it's going to clip around. So we give it one more. This is the exact same thing, just rotate it. Oh yeah, it's impossible to rotate this thing. This is 3, 3, 3, 6. Okay. Here we are. Now there is this one. Okay. Now it should work very well. And then we make this other one, and then there's another one, I think. Oh yes, this one. And then we'll make the bridge and we'll test them with the archmages. And I will not remove those bridges, so it makes sense for Antonidas to remove this bridge here and have the gate closed, so everything makes sense now. And then Kel-Thuzad makes this bridge. When we are inside, we will keep the Dalaran bridges. I like them quite a lot. Like, this is a good effect, a nice effect, I would say. So yes, so let me take this. Okay, some more of this. So like this. So yeah, we need to do it like this. I think this should be fine. Okay, this should be it. Then there is the last one, which we can probably take this. What is it? Be sure, maybe this is another hay level, so we remove this, we do this, do this. Okay, then from there. Yes, that's it. Now we can test them. So, okay, let's. Oh, hello, Maori. You're working on bridges, and then we are going to rock some stuff. Like, the rock is the relaxing part. When I'm tired, I start to rock and roll. Yeah, don't be afraid of what I'm doing. Do this. Okay. Let's just make one. Like this. This was the right call before, so I guess it's 2 now. So this is basically it, but once this is done, we need to basically clear it like this. The fact that it's baked inside is so annoying. Going to pick them up. If I copy paste the entire of it, yeah, that's not going to work. Oh god, I hate this. Okay, so. And then we move this. Oh. I'm trying to give direction, okay? This is the idea. To give direction. It's actually a nice idea, but I think it's pretty weird. Like, imagine you have this incredible moment, you get the spellbook of Medivh, you just kill Antonidas, and you focus on the bridge. Like, that would be pretty weird. Okay, it seems. And then there's the last one. No, this. Uh, let me see if we go up. Go on up, up, up. Okay, now it's correct. Let's try again and see how it feels. In game, if it works everything, we can then move on to the to rocks. I've done stuff that I really wanted to do. Okay, so here we have Arthas. Okay.
My patience has ended.
To move around pretty well. It does. Let's move around other units in the city.
Well, I can hardly wait.
Yeah.
Whatever.
You sure have a good, great voice, my darling.
Perfect. Fine. I can hardly wait. Perfect. Fine.
I get the start animation when they are revealed.
Perfect.
This seems to work very well. Oh yeah.
Fine.
We'll solve this issue, don't worry.
I can hardly wait.
Okay. And then there is this one up here.
Get on with it. Whatever. I can hardly wait.
Okay. Yeah. Now I've noticed another problem, which is with the low water. So we need to basically add pathing blockers to this. Okay, this should be enough. Make it work. Cool. Yeah, I do agree with you, Mamo Merchant. This, like, what is the most important thing Arthas has ever done? Empower the bridges of Dalaran. It's the greatest feat ever. It's also written on Wikipedia. Okay, rocking time. I guess we can try to remove this and start again with rocks all over the place. Purging the bridges. No, I don't want to preserve copied object. Wait. Well, but in the next mission, you are going to fight against the mages to attack you back. So if it was really this way, it doesn't really work in my opinion with what happens. Like, you are facing the entire forces of the mages, then they are going to attack you strongly. Yeah, now it's rocking time, you know, the best day of the week, the way in which we rock. I'm so used to these reforged model rocks. Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry if I am going silent, but you know, when it's time to rock, I can think of anything else. Gosh, this is low rest. Okay. So people, tell me, I want to have a conversation with you. I actually want to ask you some questions, very interesting questions. Do you think that being so HD is a problem for Warcraft 3 Reforged? I mean, for Reforged graphics, of course. Do you think the problem is that it was too detailed? Honestly, I don't want fanboys thinking like, oh, I love it. So this is not what I asked. I asked already, Flynn. My question is, do you think that having so detailed graphics, so detailed realistic textures, it's the problem of Warcraft 3 Reforged? Yes or no? Like, I made my fortune upon this, okay, that's for sure, at least as a modder, of course. But yeah, I think that having skins closer to the original, it's not bad per se. But I think Reforged has great potential. The problem is that it's not really working as a remaster. But any other opinion? It's a problem for SD diehards. I think they are the vocal. I mean, all melee plays. Nobody melee plays in Reforged graphics. I can understand why. I mean, you take a map in Classic, you put it in Reforged, and it doesn't look fine. It looks very bad. I mean, I can make great stuff with Reforged because I am creating stuff for Reforged. Interesting. The biggest problem with Warcraft Reforged is Blizzard Entertainment. I think the biggest problem with Blizzard Entertainment is Blizzard Entertainment. But I don't think they ever meant bad. I mean, I think a lot of problems were of something that is above the devs, not devs' fault. Yeah. World of Warcraft is very dumbed down team-wise with respect to the original Warcraft. Come on, XLSG. Don't you have anything better to do? I guess you have. Well, when I spoke with the old devs, like Cam, for example, the plans were great. They had great plans, great idea. I think they were very fond of the community itself. The problem was that funding is necessary. It's not like modders, we can do everything with scraps, but that's not how it works if you have to have people pay for stuff. Like, yes, in some way my project is being paid for, but it's donation. I'm not selling it. If I were selling it, except for the fact that I cannot sell it, but if I were to sell it, I should be sure that there is no bugs, no crashes, all of those things. Now, yeah, probably I'm thinking of an old game industry where those things were not so common like they are nowadays. So, yeah, was a huge part of the problem, yes. Also, I think one huge thing is not realizing the difficulty that you have. Like, one problem is that you think that you can do everything. It's like in research project. Like, you think you can do everything, then you arrive at the deadline, you say, oh fuck, I'm fucked up because I've not done enough in the time that I had. I think this is one of the issues though. I guess they did maps that they liked when they were like something. I think the idea was, hey, you can just redo like 5 maps. So what do? You redo the most important maps, law-wise, Dalaran, Silvermoon, Stratum, the cities, and then you redo the weird mission that doesn't do anything basically, but so that you don't interfere with anything else. Yeah, bugs. Yes, but games one time had less bugs than nowadays. They also less complex, maybe. I think a huge part of having all of these bugs is the fast development cycle and the use of third-party engines. Like, if you build your game in-house, you know everything about the engine, okay? So long you have the devs who have been developing the engine itself, of course. And I think not having this anymore is a huge problem for many companies. Yeah, they were smaller. Well, I love spamming rocks. I really do. It's relaxing. It's this kind of activity where you don't have to think. I don't think. I can just look and place, like as if I was finally free. Oh, AI. Let me start on AI. I hate AI. I mean, I like the AI. I like the AI of the campaign AI of Warcraft 3. That I like. Okay. Oh. I'm so curious to get to calendar. The problem is that it's not going to be able to make them fun. Yes, I heard of it. And this proves that it was done badly to begin with. And then they made it better. And it's not fault of the devs, of course, it's fault of these tight guidelines. Yeah, the reason is that nowadays there is this... we waste a lot of memory with every application, with everything, because we don't try to reuse the assets, we just ship them twice. This is what happens, basically, in all games. This is why games are so big. It's just... it's inefficiency. But it is at every level. OS... general apps, even browsers like Chrome is running a fucking... I don't know what, a fucking spyware in your computers, and you have the small web applications running entire browsers, like as if it was really needed. Yeah, just because of space optimization, they basically, instead of having duplicate files, they will just reference the same file, which is generated in one place, which is much smarter to do. When there was bigger technical limitations, this was the norm. But now we're going back to these big technical limitations because of fucking AI. Oh, I love the word going full circle into madness. What do you mean it's not a bad thing? Explain your point of view. It's already compressed armor merchant. .dds is a standard compression format used by GPUs, so they are already compressed. You don't want to see the raw bitmaps, otherwise you will get mad at the sizes. Even, or like FLAC. FLAC is a compressed, lossless file. Audio file, of course. You can use OGG for compressed, much smaller. Not like MP3, but a bit much better, sound-wise. It is lossy in that case. Like PNG is PNG and DDS should be lossless. DDS creates the map to be applied to textures, and like JPG is compressed lossy, if I remember correctly by memory. Anyway, the less why not, I'm curious to know your opinion about AI. Like, what do you mean? You are talking with a very informed person, by the way. Okay, I'm a software engineer and I have a PhD on AI. No, it's not the same thing. First, it has a huge cost, computational cost in training and also for each prompt. It's not technology that scales well since it costs per prompt, costs a lot per prompt. Secondly, it doesn't search. I mean, they can connect it to the search engine, have it search, and then summarize the finding. Okay, that they can do this. They do this. But by itself, when it replies, it's not looking for something in a knowledge base. It has no knowledge of truth. What it creates is basically a sequence of tokens, which are a very high dimensional representation of a set of characters, which by probability are just appended one after the other. The fact that it's telling true things is just a statistical thing, that since it's trained on with a lot of resources on everything, there is a certain probability to say the right thing. But it's not that it's right or wrong, it's always invented. It always invents everything, okay? This is how it works. And sometimes what it invents ends up to be true. The better the training, the more powerful the model, the more likely it is to be true. But this is all that it does. When it starts replying, it doesn't know where it wants to go. It's like your phone keyboard hint program, the one what lets you choose between the next words. The same thing. The difference is that one is done with an old machine learning algorithm known as Ngram, and this one is done with a very huge feed-forward neural network, basically using transformers, which is basically a way to create attention using a set of linear algebra matrix multiplications. I think the AI bubble will burst. The sooner the better. I think it will burst. Yes. Unless the US government doesn't bail them out. But I think that the US government is a bit too busy waging World War III, so... You understand the point that I'm trying to do? But there's no ignot and airsoft. Actually, using AI for something like creating text, like generating text, the dumbest way possible. We can use AI for pattern recognition in surgery, in radiodiagnostics, in protein synthesis. All of this medical stuff is the future will help us all, and is much less expensive than fucking PT, okay? Also, I have the big feeling that AI as chatbots is used mostly on education, and if you do it on education, it removes the ability from people to summarize, which is a part of learning. And so it's the worst thing possible, because the people that use it most are the ones who should not use it at all. Yeah, agree. No, its original goal was just, I mean, the goal of AI was to create a system able to learn and to take decisions, to appear intelligent in some way, okay? But it's a very commercial term, AI. What they call now AI should be called machine learning, which is a branch of computer science, research computer science, and statistics, and moreover mathematics. The goal of the AI companies is not to do anything of this. The goal is to sell the dream of replacing human intelligence, so that to inflate their market share. This is basically the idea. But it's all fake. Cannot replace human intelligence unless you are very dumb. Yeah. And the fun thing, Flynn, is that AI does not think. It doesn't think in any possible capacity. Even when you have like ChatGPT telling you, I'm reasoning, and tells you the reasoning, they basically have it run with a prompt which forces it to do reasoning, and to say it's reasoning, okay, because it can do anything else besides predicting tokens. And then it will give you an answer based on what it has done. Like run it 10 times, spend 10 times more to elude the people that it's actually thinking. I'm so sick of this. Not rocking, I love rocking. I'm sick of AI. I mean, I'm not sick of AI as a field. I'm not sick of machine learning. It can be great. I'm sick of this version of machine learning. This AI bubble. This I'm sick of. Yes, and many times it will make mistakes. And not only this, you are even killing all the websites containing knowledge by doing this, because they don't have any ad revenue anymore if you don't click on them. And this ad is mostly managed by Google, which by doing this kill itself. It's very intelligent business plan. I don't think there is a conspiracy theory. I think they just wanted to increase the stock value. That is the goal, basically. The fact it's making people dumber and everything is a nice side effect. I still have to configure Nightbot for YouTube. Configure permission for YouTube members to join the Discord server, and to configure make to auto run the stream. Hello people, like come from coming 3 hours. Yeah, in medicine it's actually good. It's worth the cost in medicine. For medicine, it costs much less than ChatGPT. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I love Reddit for opinions. But if I have to search stuff for coding, I will go to Stack Overflow. Let's see how it looks in game. I mean, this map is very dark. You see how dark this is. I think the problem is that I made it from top to bottom, like everything is in shadow here. No, I will still have humans do them. Yes, they kill Stack Overflow. They kill their the base from which they get their knowledge, because basically ChatGPT is just, oh, I memorized Stack Overflow now, and I can generate stuff statistically similar to Stack Overflow. Oh, amazing! And then you kill off the knowledge base, so stops there. I mean, but you see where we are, like, I mean, United States of America are turning into a fascist regime. The world is on the verge of the world is on the verge of war. And I'm here placing rocks. Everything is madness. Wow, it's so rocky. Balboa. Gosh, I hate the texture of this face. I mean, I like the color. I hate this. This is unbearable. See, I'm bugged in the nose. Yeah. They tried. They basically tried to do what the community asked them to do, like be more stylized. I think we should have different versions. Like we have classic, we have whatever stylized we want, and we have the original Reforged, and we can choose. And we can also force. Like my map is Reforged, you play Reforged, you don't bother me, you play other stuff like you want. This is how I think it should be. Everyone would be happy like this. And I think everyone should be happy. We deserve it. We kept this game alive for all this time. Actually, if it wasn't for Re-Reforged and for CSW, I think Reforged HD modding will not be like it is. I remember when discovering how to make dialogues work with facial animations, it was like, oh my god, we can solve the problem, and now we can do it. But Ammo Merchant, that is World War III. It's just not one big war. It's like a set of small local wars. That requires some bits actually we're working on it. Well, we have seen some development on the Blitz track. So, like, there is the tracker, right? So knife, and there is the reporting new versions of the game, internal new versions. So, also there are some updates that have been released now and then. So, I guess someone is working on the game. Maybe this can be done. If the actor says okay, for me it's okay. If the actor cannot say if it's okay or not, then it's not okay for me. This is my point. Like, if the actor says okay and it's compensated, if he wants to be compensated, of course, then fine. Otherwise, not. It's like being able to reproduce the music songs of someone after he died. I think it should be similar to this. You should have some kind of contract and you say what you can say, what you cannot. Like, you can use my voice, but you can use it in the context of this universe. You cannot use it, for example, to promote anything else. Like, you can do this kind of stuff. Yes, but first rocks. Today's rock and roll. We made bridges and we make rocks. With these trees, we will open or we will retexture. The possible choices. I'm sorry, but I fail to see how all the dumb things the US are doing are a fault of Russia. I'm sorry. It's a fault of the US only. Because what they're doing is beyond any kind of interference. The sheer madness of what's happening. That's complete clusterfuck. Okay. One brief look in game, and then for today we are done. Okay, so now we have the city, and we have the environment with the rocks. I think the environment looks quite nice, except for those trees. I love the color of these trees, okay? The color I love. I dislike the texture. I might even like the texture on the leaves, but the overall texture on the bark is unacceptable. More rocks here, some more. I like this, like, it looks a bit more realistic. We need more rocks all this year. Well, rocks brings us to geopolitics. We have a gate now, so you can rejoice, fan of gates, for we have the gate of Dalaran now. The city is awesome. I love the city. I love it. It's going to be so cool. Like, we are going to design this stuff, I think, next time. We're going to finish up some rocks and design these additional places, like put all the various things in the game, and then like deciding where things are and putting additional stuff in here, and then another time we're going to do the vault, like I think 2-3 streams and we are to do the vault. I would like to, but I have this small one, I have this kind of stuff. We can try to recolor the Silver Moon ones because we had Silver Moon Cypress, so we can try to recolor those, maybe. Could be a thing. That's it, actually, it was not blind back in the day. Yes, I like this. Okay, dear people. So, what can I say? For all of you standing with me today, talking about geopolitics, talking about the AI's law, I'm sorry, my dear CEO from Microsoft, I will call this AI's law. Thank you for staying with me. Hope you enjoyed, both from YouTube and from Twitch. For those of you watching this from the future, from YouTube in the Let's Dev VOD, thank you so much for staying with me all of this time. Hope you enjoyed seeing some rocks and some bridges today. Hope you have been able to read around our amazing conversation with the people. Remember to like, subscribe. Remember, you can join our lives on Twitch and on YouTube. You can become a member of the channel, a supporter on Twitch. You can support through PayPal and also support on Patreon to keep the lights on. Thank you very much and see you all on the next Let's Dev. Have a nice night.